Are we talking this matchup, or are we talking like in character?
Character.
I'm just gonna say Wario, simply because his superhero persona is enough.
I believe it. Yeah. Plus that whole WarioWare thing. Why is he allowed to just make mini games?
Because he was game dev.
Fair. You know what?
It's his passion project. That's not Wario.
It's not Wario.
Skitz, what is this? You're scaring me. Oh no, he's fist bumping into. Oh no.
Okay. I was like,
He wasn't selected.
I was about to say, I was like, what are we doing, Skitz? What is this? Wow. Hi, I'm Foami.
Oh no.
Now, let's be totally honest here. Skitz is an extreme. Oh. Okay, all right. Foami did not lose that stock that quickly, thank God. Obviously, Skitz, a very, very good player, very sound. I don't know if you've been around to watch kind of some of these tournaments lately. Foami, pretty good. Definitely a mid to high level player, I would assume, here in DFW. And I don't know their results, but Foami is not bad whatsoever. We did see Foami recently do kind of well against Mute Ace on stream.
Okay.
So, and obviously racking up a good bit of damage here against Skitz, but Skitz doing good enough to kind of bait out that Arsene usage. How do you think Skitz, Skitz has to play around Arsene? Like, what's your thought process here? You think he's jumping a lot more, moving around a lot more, baiting out hits?
Honestly, I feel like with how Skitz is as a player, he's still going to be aggressive even if Arsene is out. Not unless Foami starts, throwing out the counters and just the buttons to cover the platform, which we have been seeing a little bit from Foami here. He's been throwing out the back airs close to platform.
Yes.
He has been getting in some solid grabs as well and just following up off that. But Skitz, as a player, just loves to go in with the neutral air and any follow-ups with up air.
And now he's also rocking a full waft. Bike should be... Oh, never mind. He used full waft. The bike is actually finally online there. That's a lot of rage that he's working with, using that bike to get back. That's good. Good way to kind of work around Foami right there. Another thing that I hate that they've given Wario in this game is freaking airspeed. He has so much of it.
He is fast, and he's got very large hitboxes.
And they're active. They're so active. So, it is... If he would have hit Foami with that, I would have honestly cried. That would have been... I don't know if that's poetic or what that is, but... We got Bike back right there. What about... Ooh, good forward air.
We're seeing forward tilts and back airs come out close to the ledge here. Skitz is definitely just trying to close out this stock as quick as possible right now instead of rack up any more percent. Because, if I'm not wrong...
Uh-huh. You were saying?
Foami was in kill range. However, that kind of turned around real quick.
Turned out very quick. And he now has Joker out on the field. This is going to be tough from Skitz. I'm not going to lie. This is going to be really hard. Skitz is going to have to climb a mountain to get back in this one. Or either that or at least get the kill pretty early on. Well, I say early on. He hasn't taken 70. Well, now 100. This is not looking too good. It's actually looking amazing. I'm lying. Wario has waft. Two solid, like, nair into up tilt, into up air, into waft. This might be it, and I'm going to be so sad. Okay, never mind.
Yep. Waft is just... he can kill roughly around the 30-40% mark off the waft,
Yep.
which is just a very disgusting comeback option that he has no problem using.
None.
Especially if he's expecting the...
He was mashing up B.
No time to
He
waste.
was mashing up B, and he could not use his waft to get the higher jump.
Honestly, that was great coverage with the down air from Foami to...
No, it was down B. It was guns and down. So he was using down gun. And down air would have been like a dagger swipe. Yeah, it was down.
Down
and,
B.
Yeah, it was down and B. He was using. So when you do that, you jump, you press B, and then down in the air, and that's how it shoots down. Because neutral B, he like spins around in a circle. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Okay, guys, you obviously can't hear it, but production asked a pretty interesting question there. Jake, do you know the procedure between in-game or in-series, who wins and who loses?
So, if I recall, like, as far as how this goes,
For
is
Shockwave specifically.
for Shockwave specifically, whoever loses has to declare the stage first and then their character. After they've selected their character, then the person who won can lock in their character.
Yeah. There you go. That's the best way to describe it right there. I like that.
Stage, character.
Yep. And obviously, in this game, there's not a lot of people who co-main characters. So we're not going to see a lot of change when it comes to the character select screen. So a lot of the times when you see these guys roll through, they roll through the stage screen, it's just because they know the drill. They know what they're doing. They're just like, all right, here's my bands. Where are you going?
But one thing we are going to see is the change-up in costume from Skitz, which is something that he still likes to do if he drops a game.
Oh yeah, he likes to change up the costume for sure. He has the biker fit and the normal Wario. He actually likes all the skins from what he's told me. I believe he doesn't think there's a bad one. He's used all of them.
Speaking of, he has a hill to climb right now as he is still down the stock. Closes that one out. We're going to want to build up the waft. Small battlefield. Interesting. Smaller, quicker kill for Wario, especially on all fronts.
Except for up, it's got a decent ceiling.
I mean, compared to PS2.
Okay, yeah. Right. Gotcha.
However, I'm appreciating Foami's control overall of the stage.
Oh, it's been good. Both games. Really, to be completely honest, it's been good both games so far. But right now, they're pretty tied. I mean, if Skitz takes this stock, it's not going to spell very well for Foami, unfortunately. And when you get caught hanging out the ledge,
The back air's going to come out.
a little too long. You're absolutely right. Skitz will throw those hands back, slam down into the ledge. Because 2 frames. That move freaking 2 frames.
One thing we got to worry about right now is Waft is on deck. This is last stock, and he is in kill range. Now, Skitz still has the extra, stock to work with. Had the extra stock to work with. But we could just see that come out at any second here.
Oh, for sure. And I think Foami, well, I'm glad that started at the beginning of that statement and not like in the middle of saying it. I was just going to say I think Foami has been doing very well to try to avoid the situations. And then that.
Yeah.
As soon as the up tilt came out, I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Oh, Kazuya? No. He swapped back to Joker.
These, whew.
They're sending us on a ride right now.
Hey, I'm here for it, honestly.
But back to PS2.
Not surprised. Not surprised in the slightest that we go back to a stage like this. I mean, Foami did well game 1. Might as well try your best game 2. Or the next chance you get. All this work.
Honestly, what I would really like to see from Skitz right now is just a little less aggression on Foami during these moments that Arsene is out, especially near the platform, because Foami has been actively throwing out the back airs.
I think it's smart enough to kind of not leave him alone. I think it could work very well for Skitz because right now, as you can see, Skitz holds a lot of the momentum and is also, I mean, for lack of better words, Skitz is kind of in Foami's head at the moment, and it's not like a bad thing or anything, but Skitz is definitely like 110% locked in right now.
The moment that I would say he would really want to hold back on it is, when he's got that full bar, absolutely get those hits in, knock that down a bit further. But when you see that small sliver just before, run out that timer. Let Arsene go away, take advantage of that.
For sure.
Because a lot of Foami's plan has definitely been around getting Arsene right now. You will just see that random counter come out just to try and get back into Arsene, because in no small part, those big hitboxes are from Wario are just going to get it back real quick.
They absolutely are. I think the big thing too is Foami's now just playing very frustrated. He played game number 1 very well, but I can understand being down such at a high percent during your second stock and being very, very worried about not being able to catch up. But you are just letting Skitz run all over you. Arsene is out in Foami's last stock, but Foami's going to have to capitalize on every bit of this meter, and if he cannot, this will be the set.
We're going to see back throw, most likely. No, forward throw. I'm surprised you wouldn't set up for a edge guard scenario there and potentially throw out the back airs. But they're there. We're here.
It's just the smarter move. It's the fastest move. It's about as safe as it's going to get for Joker, and that's, I guess, what's the most important. Oh, Skitz, that was so rude. What a toss. Good Rebels guard. Oh, my. And honestly, had Foami gone any lower, that tether was not going to happen. So great thing that Arsene did come out there. But, I mean, well, there it is, isn't it?
Yep, dash attack will absolutely close that out. Speaking of